Hi everyone, welcome to this session. Today we are solving another interesting question. This is a questions from part algebra, part geometry, question of modulus. Before I get into it, start solving, explain to you the nitty-gritties of this question. You should always remember that as an aspirant, the single most thing that you should be doing is that you should be solving questions from as many reputed mock tests you can get your hands on to. Your practice where course materials is fine, your reference material that you're using, any books will also suffice. But at the end of the day, since it's a test that is taken on timer, you should be solving tests keeping a timer in mind. In any case, some of the questions are good, some of the questions are not that good. Overall, these are decent questions and you should be solving it. So my only recommendation is try to get your hands on to as many decent mock tests as you can. Some of the reputed ones are of course AIMCAT, Career Launcher ka MockCat, SimCAT by IMS and all, so on and so forth. Okay. I'll solve this question with you. Now, before solving, if you guys are interested in one-on-one personalized coaching, you can get in touch with us. The links in the description will have all the details. If you're not interested in the links, then probably you can take a screenshot of this part and use the QR code that is there, and you can get in touch with me from that as well. Let's get into this. This question is asking me about finding the area of a region that is bounded by this curve represented by this modulus expression. Now, don't get frightened if you are seeing this for the first time, although this is a very standard question type that mod of a plus mod of b is equals to x. What will be the value of this? There could be some formulas also that you can use to solve this. However, more than formula or anything, I would say that stick to your basics. You will be able to solve these questions very easily. So what are they asking? So they are asking mod of x plus y plus x minus y is equals to 10. Now, without getting too much into the details, because obviously this is a problem solving session, I would like to let you know that there are only two possibilities of any number that is inside a modulus. Either that number inside the modulus could be a positive number or a negative number. So there are four instances only that is possible if you try to imagine this expression or equation rather without the modulus. And why am I saying that? Because at the end of the day, it's a single one variable equation, rather two variable in 1 degree. So two variable 1 degree, that means a linear equation, right? So it has to take the shape of a line. Now what sort of a line? That is what I am interested in. So there are the possibilities are that it could be out of the modulus, the value of x plus y could be a plus, this one could also be a plus, plus minus, minus plus, and minus minus. Are there any other permutations possible? No. So we will just try to understand that. Remember, this is just for explaining you what is inside picture. To solve this question, there is a direct formula, but again, formulas and all we don't pay attention to. So this is x plus y plus x minus y, that is equals to 10. This is my equation number 1. This will give me a line, remember. Now this one is plus and this one is minus, we are considering that. So x plus y minus x plus y is equals to 10, equation 2. Again, minus x minus y plus x minus y is equals to 10. So minus plus, and the final one would be minus minus. So minus x minus y minus x plus y is equals to 10. Now let's see if we can simplify this little bit. Okay, I'll try to use a different color maybe. So the first part, you can see this cancels out. So you get 2x equals to 10. This implies that x equals to 5. Now here you can see x cancels out. This means y is equals to 5. Over here you can see plus x and minus x cancel out. Minus 2y is equals to 10. That is y is equals to minus 5. And here you can see y cancels out, x equal to minus 5, right? So x equal to 5, y equal to 5, minus 5, minus 5. So these are lines per se. How do I represent that? Let's make a makeshift, make do coordinate system. Let's assume this is x equal to 5, x equal to minus 5, y equal to 5, y equal to minus 5, right? Now area bounded by these region. X equal to 5 is a line parallel to y axis at, so this x equal to minus 5, y is equal to 5 parallel to x axis, and y is equal to minus 5 again parallel to the. Now you can see very well this is taking the shape of a square. Okay, this is a square of side. From here this is 5 unit, again this one is 5 unit, so the side of the square is 10 units, right? So what will be the area? Side square, that is 10 ka square, that is 100. So whichever option, option number 2 is my correct answer. Now there is a direct formula. I told you right now that there is a direct formula for these kind of question. For example, in an exam setup, if you find alpha mod of alpha plus mod of beta is equals to x, area bounded by this kind of an expression will directly be x square. Okay, will be x square. This is a direct formula. If you get something like alpha mod of alpha plus mod of beta is equals to x, then the area of the region bounded by alpha and beta will be x square. I hope that made sense. However, this is not practical in an exam setup because you will not get this kind of easy questions in an exam setup. You will find some iteration, some variations. So that's it. Thank you. Before leaving, I would still recommend you, if you are really serious about CAT preparation, do consider Trident classes.